Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And for more on this, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister. Very good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir, and thank you, Your Excellency, for your time. Let me start, Mr. Ambassador, in a letter dated January 16th, addressed to President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. U.S. President Donald Trump said he's ready to resume U.S. mediation between Egypt and Ethiopia to, quote, responsibly resolve the dispute over Nile water sharing. How do you elaborate on this, Your Excellency, and what is meant, in your opinion, by responsibly resolve this dispute?
I think the official response of Egypt, that we should welcome, of course, those who are trying to help us negotiating with Ethiopia. Same time as Gamal Bayoumi, I would prefer to deal direct with this position with Ethiopia without intermediation, because I have to pay the price for this, and I don't need. Reading thoroughly the situation, I am not allergic about what is happening in Ethiopia, because God help us that now we are facing in Ethiopia a contrary position if you compare it with 3-4 years ago, that the water is in a surplus, that they let the water goes to Sudan. Sudan was flooded by water. We were taking care of this, preparing ourselves for more and more water by opening all the reservoirs in order to absorb the water coming to us. And I hope that this will encourage Ethiopia to come to reason,
yes,
and to negotiate directly with Egypt and with Sudan. Why should we need a mediator from the United States? But anyway, the official position, and I take it honestly, that we welcome whoever is trying to bring us with Ethiopia in a good relations in the coming future.
Indeed, Mr. Ambassador. Now, the letter addressed by President Donald Trump stressed that no state should unilaterally control Nile resources to the detriment of its neighbors. How significant, in your opinion, is this wording specifically for Egypt's legal and diplomatic position on the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam?
Yes, because we are not dealing with a strange matter that we don't have precedents for it. If you live in Europe, I lived in Europe several times, that there are many rivers, which is international rivers, crossing many borders and many countries. Do we have to study this again? And of course, no single country can behave by itself or take a decision by itself without informing and consulting with the other countries which is sharing the same river. Here we are asking to implement the international law concerning the international rivers, and here in the Blue Sea, in the Blue River Nile, we are asking for the same. So I think our negotiation position is very strong.
Yes. And Mr. Ambassador, this leads me to my next question regarding the letter by Trump. He warned that tensions surrounding the dam should not escalate into military conflict, of course expressing hope that the disagreement would be settled through negotiation. How important do you see the stress on this part of the letter, sir?
I don't like to mingle things without reason. I mean, the problem of the Ethiopia dam, it is separated from Ethiopia want to intervene in other countries like Somalia, for instance. We have to deal with each matter separately. We mingle the things between this and that. It's not in our favor at all. And we shall deal with every matter in our concern one by one, not to mingle things together, because this will put us in a position which we do not know where we are. The River Nile is a very strong case, and we have to deal with it like that. If we talk about the navigation and the intervention in Somalia. This is something totally different, and the international law should be applied there.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Ambassador. Now, the U.S. has proposed, monitoring and coordination mechanisms. What kind of guarantees, sir, or oversight would Egypt like to see in any American-sponsored framework in this regard?
I would like to consider the United States as a friend of Egypt, because we have long history, and of course, the United States is a very close friend to Egypt, and we have strategic discussions all the time and negotiations. And at top level of both countries, there are very respectable relations. Talking about President Trump or President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, they are in a very direct position to talk to us, to themselves. So here we have to we have to encourage United States to behave in this way, like a friend, and also we see the opportunity that they are friends to others side. Then there is a possibility to understand the situation much better.
Indeed, Mr. Ambassador.
Let us do it like that, and we should expect from the United States to stay as a main trade partner and main development partner.
Indeed. Mr. Ambassador, now Trump said, of course, any agreement should guarantee predictable water releases during times of drought or prolonged dry periods for Egypt and Sudan, allowing Ethiopia as well to generate substantial electricity from the dam. How attainable are these goals, Your Excellency, in your opinion?
In my knowledge, I think that we offered Ethiopia in some time years ago that we can build the dam like what we did in other countries. And if they generate electricity with the dam, and it is much more than their need for electricity. So we are ready also to connect them with our electrical net, because we have a huge electric net. And I think yesterday the President was talking about this ability of Egypt to be a producer and exporter of energy, whether it is electricity, gas, or oil, to Europe. And now we are establishing 2 lines to send our gas to Europe and to send our electricity to Europe. Mind you also that we are not connecting the electric net from north to south. No, we are having a huge electric net connection from Baghdad in the far east till Casablanca in the far west, then to Europe through Morocco and Spain, and here from Egypt to between Egypt and Greece and Cyprus.
Absolutely.
So this is a good offer. We can deal with it with our friends in Ethiopia.
Yes, indeed. Okay, I'd like to leave it at that. I'd like to thank you very, very much. Your Excellency, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much, sir, for your time and your insight on today's edition of Africa Today.